But last week something called Threads was launched. What is it? It is termed as a competitor to Twitter. Based on some of the media reports, Threads received 5 million signups in the first 4 hours. And that's a huge number for a newly launched app. HBO, Netflix, Kim Kardashian, they've all signed up on this platform. But the question is, can it really kill Twitter? Many analysts are saying that just because there have been more than 70 million signups in less than 2 weeks, it can kill Twitter. But what these analysts do not realize is that at the end of the day, it is about engagement, not how many people you got to download the app. What's the unique sticking point for Threads? Just because you are not a fan of Elon Musk is not a successful long-term use case for this company. Each of these apps have to have a unique sticking point, not selling point, sticking point. Sticking point is not when you merely download the app. Sticking point is when you stick longer on the app and perhaps engage more with the app. I do not know how many of you have used this app so far, but to me it seems like another version of Instagram, from user design to user experience. Does this mean that Threads has failed or Threads will fail? No. Getting 70 million people to download something is incredible in itself, but not enough. Threads can succeed only and only if it invents something new that does not exist in the market. In the case of Facebook invented many new things. Photo tagging, right? Something that did not exist back when Friendster or MySpace were the competitors. Facebook invented news feed. Did not exist anywhere else. Of course, it got replicated and copied by other players, but it did not matter. Why? Because early movers can always refine it and make a use case accordingly. So as long as Threads can invent a novel feature that is unique to Threads, a feature that makes people stick longer with the services, use it accordingly, Threads will definitely succeed. But merely getting your app downloaded is not a metric for success. It is always about how you engage your audience with the app. What's the sticking point? Hundreds of years ago in India, it was not Threads, but it was Swaraj Party that many people had downloaded. And that party, when it was launched, received a widespread support. We had already discussed about that remarkable performance in the elections that were held in 1923. But in just 3 years, things will change for Swaraj Party. Why? What happened? Was it the engagement rate? Or were there new competitors? Was there internal bickering that resulted in its downfall? Of course, C.R. Das died in 1925. And this will have a huge impact on the party. Just imagine if Mark Zuckerberg dies. Instagram will survive. It had been in existence for a long time. It has defined leadership, structures, people, processes, but not Threads. Threads as a company is a new baby. The way Threads is in infancy today, so was Swaraj Party in 1926. And the way Zuckerberg's death could potentially ruin Threads, something similar could happen with C.R. Das's death. There will be leadership crisis in the party. When such a leader dies, just imagine the kind of disagreements that could take place with the remaining leaders. There will be differing opinions about what's the direction that the party should take. And this is exactly what happened with the party. And in 1926, when Swaraj Party went into elections, it was a party in disarray. It was a much weaker force. Why? Why was it a much weaker, demoralized force? First, a leader of the stature of C.R. Das dies, and then it had to face the wrath of the government. Not just that, it had its own dissenters. There were people who were embroiled in flaring up Hindu-Muslim controversy. Why? For their personal gains. That's always the theme. Motilal Nehru was accused of sacrificing Hindu interests. It was said that Motilal Nehru favored cow slaughter. and he also favored eating beef. Religion has always been a dividing force. Muslim communalists were also not very pristine. They were actively branding Swarajists as anti-Muslims. And what did this lead to? Lower engagement rates of Indian people with the Swaraj Party. This lowered engagement rate led to less level of sticking, led to severe weakening of the Swaraj Party. Swaraj Party succeeded in winning just 40 seats at the center and half the seats in Madras. That's fine. But their performance in Uttar Pradesh, central provinces, Punjab was deplorable. Moreover, communal elements from the Hindu and Muslim faction, they were able to increase their representation in the center. The Swarajists could not form a nationalist coalition in the legislature as they had done in 1923. The party failed. But still their tactics did not change. They will continue with similar kind of tactics. They will defeat the government on a number of bills, always the case. But the most significant defeat that the government had to face was on the issue of Public Safety Bill in 1928. What was Public Safety Bill?